Bolaji Sparks is a made in Nigeria fashion brand that started in 2012 by Barr Olumoh Habeeb while he was in his final year in the prestigious University of Ilorin. Although the brand started with making custom tees and joggers, however, with passion and dedication, they moved on to making suits, knits and shoes, which has gained them recognition both locally and globally. They have worked with a lot of celebrities, the likes of Jazzy, Timi Dakolo, Tonto, Falz, and many others. Their office is situated in Abuja and Ilorin. With me today in the studio, we have the mastermind behind the Bolaji Sparks Brand, Barrister Olumoh. Barrister Olumoh Habeeb, the Bolaji Sparks Brand, how do you put them together?
Initially when I started, I had to combine both together because I had to practice for a bit, but then I guess it got to a point, the passion took over and I could not add both, I couldn't combine both together, so I had to let go of the law thing for the Bolaji Sparks Brand because I feel the Bolaji Sparks is me, that is my own legacy. There are 1,000 lawyers, but then creating something like Bolaji Sparks is more or less something that I can't trade for anything. So I had to let go of the law. Of course, I practiced for about 4 or 5 years, and then I think about 2018 September I resigned, and then I faced the brand 100%.
Yeah. You started with making custom tees and joggers.
Yeah. So
how was the transition into knitted suits and shoes?
Well, even starting the business, I feel it wasn't planned. Starting the business wasn't planned because I remember I was in final year in uni, University of Ilorin 2012, and one thing led to the other, and I found myself in that field, and I started with t-shirts, and of course in life you always want more, and I figured I couldn't, because of the kind of mentors I have, the kind of challenges I set for myself, I couldn't just limit myself to custom tees and stuff, so I had to upgrade, and I think about 2 years later we started the shoe brand, and the menswear, the traditional menswear also evolved, and since then it's been like, thank God though, it's been great.
So now, what's the core values for the Bolaji Sparks Brand?
Well, for real, for us at Bolaji Sparks, majorly we don't compromise quality. So if it's not quality, it's not Bolaji Sparks, that's one. And then everything we do has to be 100% made in Nigeria. You get what I'm saying? And among our values is the fact that we try to create a family. Bolaji Sparks is a family. So even our clients end up being family because we treat you like family. We have to make sure you're comfortable wearing a Bolaji Sparks piece. So it goes beyond what you're even wearing. How you feel in a Bolaji Sparks piece is quite important to us. And again, I've talked about quality,
yes,
and I talked about the made in Nigeria. It's very important for us because it's about projecting made in Nigeria to the world. Let them know that the quality you guys are looking for out there, we can also produce it here at home, So that's it for us.
Speaking of made in Nigeria, you said the dream is to create a luxurious brand yet affordable.
Affordable luxury, yeah.
I'm wanting to ask, what's it like to put the word affordable and luxury in the same sentence?
Well, I feel luxury is a thing of the mind. For some, mere slides and slippers could be luxury. For some clothes, stuff like that. But then I feel we at Bolaji Sparks, we try to make sure we create these pieces that you will not naturally see outside, and we pay so much attention to the details, yet they're relatively affordable compared to the kind of products you shop for online. Like for example, the Gucci, the Zara, you can still get a Bolaji Sparks shoe that would be very comfortable and that would be durable, at the same time look extremely good and affordable.
Now you're speaking of getting shoes online, which we all do, and indeed, now like 2020, you seem to be proficient with social media. Yeah. How do you think social media has helped, or how do you think social media shaped the fashion industry and leads into the Bolaji Sparks Brand?
Well, I feel anybody that is, if you're a business owner and your market is not online, then you're not ready to do business because the social media now is like a global market. My office is actually social media, especially Instagram. You will find me pressing my phone like I think, except when I'm not sleeping. Except when I'm sleeping, that's when you don't see me on my phone because Imagine you have to talk with clients that are not even in Nigeria. For a long while, I didn't have a physical store, because most people don't even know where I produce from. They know I'm in Abuja or Ilorin down, but then initially it was just more or less people ordering online, and it's been great. It even saves me the business owners a lot of course, because imagine if sometimes you have to uh, create a physical store, you know, the expenses, but then you can actually create your pieces from wherever you are, and all you need to do is know your logistics and deliver it worldwide or nationwide. So for me, I feel the coming of social media is the greatest blessing ever, apart from your life, So
So how would you describe your work in 5 words?
in 5 words: extraordinary, one; amazing, two; unique, three; badass, four. Sorry, I don't know if I should say that, but then four. And number five will be my work. I'm trying to look for the word that I can use. Like, I'm grateful to God. That's not a word. That's a sentence. So let's just say blessed. Let me just say blessed. Yeah.
So if you have unsatisfied customers or clients where they say what the order is way different from what they got, how do you handle situations like that?
First of all, I won't say I've not experienced that in the past,
Okay.
but at this stage I am, it is very hard for a customer to say this is what I ordered, this is what I got. But of course, as an upcoming fashion designer, at some point we face challenges like that. But I feel when you're actually faced with challenges of unsatisfied clients, the best thing is communication, and you understanding your clients and how to appeal to your clients to become. I've had some clients that actually disappointed in the past, and you'd never know, because even from me trying to apologize and talk to them, I end up talking about politics, football, and stuff. So you just have to understand your client, and it's just like politics. A politician will say what the electorate want to hear. So you as a business owner should know what your clients would like to hear. So even if you're having a delay or a setback, just communicate. And that's the problem with most business owners. They don't know how to communicate, but then it's something that I have to learn the hard way as well. So
Speaking of business, what's like the business structure in fashion world? Like a lot of people just see it as tailors. Some people, not laymen, just see it as clothes. But what's the business like
yeah, I'm not surprised, because one thing people don't know is the fashion industry is a billion-dollar industry. No matter how bad the situation gets in this world, even with the pandemic and everything, people still have to wear clothes.
Yeah.
So it's an industry that will always keep running, no matter what. People can't go out naked, So, and again, there's this. Of course, I also had the problem of convincing parents that, oh, me that you're a lawyer, you're into law school, you're a certified lawyer, you're switching to fashion. They also thought it was just about being a tailor and sewing and the likes. But then the fashion department, the fashion faculty is a big faculty that also has departments. I tell people you can't just be a tailor and say you want to grow without you having the marketing department, the quality control department, the creativity department, even there's tech in fashion, So it's bigger than what people think. And I feel people that think that way have, with due respect, have limited exposure. There's no price for exposure. It is when you've seen things, you've seen what they do in the diaspora, that you now see that, okay, yeah, fashion goes beyond. I'm in front of the machine, I'm sewing. We have those that are doing illustrations, we have stylists, So fashion is not something that, in fact, I don't believe there's a company that say they have the entire fashion thing covered.
So there's so much pressure for designers to always come up with bespoke collections season after season. What would you tell someone trying to venture into this business? What would you tell him or her as like a motivation or advice?
Basically, I tell people not to put pressure on themselves, because sometimes the greatest pieces are those that you actually take your time on. At the same time, I tell people, because I say don't put pressure on yourself doesn't mean you should slack, because the market is a competitive market, and there's some outfits that you create for this particular season that won't be ideal for this particular season, and of course you should take your time in creating your pieces, because when you rush to do things, the finesse won't be there, and there will be mistakes and errors. But at the same time, if you want to progress in life, you should know how to deal with pressure. You should know how to. A lot of times I've had to be on the hot seat, and sometimes I feel like the world is coming to an end. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, I know I'm headed. I know I'm headed to. I know the kind of dreams I have. So regardless of the obstacles, I just have to keep going. So it's not about me quitting. I can never quit. In fact, you cannot work with me if you have that mindset of I can't do it all over again. I actually tell my staff, feel free to fail. I appreciate you more when you fail because from your failure, that I tell people that failure propels you to succeed. It's only when you fail that you'll actually succeed. So when the pressure comes, you even need to know how to manage pressure. Imagine you have, for example, today's Saturday. What's today? Today is Saturday, and you have to deliver a piece on Monday. Knowing fully well tomorrow is Sunday.
Yes.
How do you deal with it? So you just have to know how to manage pressure and work under duress and stuff. At the same time, health is wealth. So
That's true. So, what's the future for Bolaji Sparks? Because right now we know that you're in Abuja and you're in Ilorin. Are there possible chances of expanding, or do you want to expand more on social media than physical markets?
um, I don't like to talk about my future because there are some things I let God undo. Of course, but then the idea is when you check my page and my post, I always write Bolaji Sparks to the world. Say by that with that you should understand that the Bolaji Sparks concept is not just a concept made for Nigeria. Definitely, we're looking at going global and moving from Abuja to opening another branch in Ilorin. Of course, is a form of expansion. I'm not looking at what's been limited to Abuja and Ilorin. So, but then of course, just know that the future is great.
But it's been wonderful having you on this show. I want you to talk to people that want to be in the business world of this thing. What would you tell someone? Or if you have interns or people learning under you, how do the process you should put them through? So,
Okay, so for me, mentoring is something I enjoy doing. I do it a lot for my staff, and people around me. But then I'll tell you this: never venture into a business like they wake you up in the middle of the night. You will not be happy to talk about. For example, with due respect, if you wake me in the middle of the night to talk about books right now, I'll be like, please, can I go to bed? I don't have time for this. But if you wake me around 2 a.m., I'm like, and you're like, oh, you want to place an order, you want to talk about designs, trust me, I'll be happy to do that. So passion first, and then try to make your passion fetch you money. You get what I'm saying? And again, I tell people having passion doesn't mean, oh, because you have a passion to do this instantly, just delve into it. Study the market, study the business, try to talk to people that have been in the business. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, if you're not being in the fashion business, I would not expect you to just wake up one day and say, you're going to the market, you're going to buy fabrics, I'm a fashion designer. Nah, come on. You have to learn the rudiments, you have to learn a lot of things and take advice from people that actually been in the business. I have people I take advice from. For example, I talk to Shea Bodi, because that's someone that I actually appreciate and I see the level he is at. And of course, he's somebody that has spent about 19 years in the business. So you can't expect me that I'm less than 10 years to say I have enough experience like somebody who's been there. Again, in Nigeria, with due respect again, I think I've said with due respect like 10 times now, Nigeria can drive you crazy, because the factors of production here are ridiculous. Electricity, the other day you guys came to do the recording at the studio, at the store, I ran generator all through the week, and that's fuel. And in Nigeria, fuel keeps, nothing goes down in Nigeria, everything keeps going up, So, we just have to work with what we have. And of course, there's this thing I tell people, no matter what, you'll never find us doing things that are not legit. So regardless of how tough the situation gets, regardless if Nigeria becomes a hellfire, for example, who would adapt to that hellfire and still be positive inside that hellfire? Because at the end of the day, God will make a way, and God will bless our efforts. We're not looking at what people are flaunting on social media. We do it step by step, and that's what I tell my staff. If you want to work with me, you have to have core ideals like honesty, and
you should just have positive mind that things will always get better. I never started the stage I am right now. I was in the stage I was in 2012 when I started. And I never even thought in my wildest dreams I was going to meet certain people or work with certain people. I never dreamt of it, so but then it happened through God and perseverance. Of course, if you believe in what you see, the thing is nobody can see the beauty of your dreams.
Yes.
Even my staff don't know where I'm headed. So yeah, they know me, they know this guy is crazy about Bolaji Sparks, but still, they still can't see the picture I have in my head. So it's left for me never to quit and keep working towards it. And of course, by God's grace, it will happen. Gucci started from somewhere, Versace started from somewhere, Bolaji Sparks started from somewhere.
So you heard it from the mastermind himself, Barrister Habeeb Olumoh. It's been a pleasure talking to him on this episode of Masterminds, and I hope you've learned a thing or two. See you next episode. Please remember, if you really want to do something, you will do it. If you don't want to do it, you will always find an excuse. That's the words of John 1. Thank you.